Welcome back to another video of the Husker Breakdown. So today, I'm going to be giving you my reaction to Nebraska's 2026 recruiting class. And I apologize, this is a later video. I know it ended in January, but I didn't actually have my channel then, so I guess that is kind of the consolation. But anyway, this video, I could take a long time on this, so I don't mean to. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. But before I actually talk about these transfers, there's some very good news that I have to say. That is obviously about the transfer portal. The NCAA voted that you cannot transfer in spring anymore, and I think they released it this is effective immediately in this offseason. So they obviously released that a few months ago. But I mean, that's very good news. That's a step in the right direction back to good old tradition of how it used to be in college football. But that means, they wanted to do that so coaches could finalize the roster, and obviously I think for people that do like Matt Rule that does the spring game, he doesn't have to worry about his players being poached like Jamal Rule. So I mean, that's good stuff. I'm happy that they did that. So you can only transfer once, and that's in January. And then you have to wait till next January to transfer again if you want to. But anyway, yeah. So that's I wanted to say that because that's good news in my mind. Anyway, so let's get straight into it. So we have 16 incoming transfers, and we also have 3 withdrawn transfers that I will mention at the end. But without any further ado, let's get straight into this. And I will try to do this kind of fast because, I mean, this could take a long time. Anyway, so Owen Stoudemire, he's number 1. I think this guy, and I'm just going to tell you, I think he will be impactful. I think if Corey Brown can develop him, make him better, I think he should be absolutely impactful. That was a good transfer. Just here, Winnington, he's younger and he's a lighter D lineman, so he's going to get pushed around if he doesn't get, 20 pounds stronger, maybe 30 pounds. If he could do that, I don't know if that's even possible. Hopefully it is. He's from Pittsburgh. He's also, a little shorter, but, that's how D linemen, I guess, typically are, I think. But, he might be all right. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. But here's a long snapper, Jack Wills. That is a good transfer because, Aiden Fledge graduated, so you keep Kyle Kinnan, you keep Archie Wilson. Now you just got your long snapper back, or a good long snapper through the portal, and I think this is going to help Nebraska because once again, this is Matt Rule. He's paying attention to details and he's doing a good job. Yeah, so that's a good job from there. We run to Daniel Kalen. Okay, Daniel Kalen. I just don't think you really needed to get Daniel Kalen through the portal. He came back, that's cool, but Yardia Latif and Calandia, I don't really think he needed much more. But that's just me. I don't know. But I just think that Daniel Kalen was a little bit unnecessary. But anyway, that's just kind of my opinion. That it doesn't really matter, I guess. But I just don't think Daniel Kalen was really a necessary transfer. But anyway, Jason Shiggs. Okay, he's from Townsend. I think he didn't really do a whole lot at Townsend. He had 1 interception. He didn't have any solo tackles, but I don't think he saw the field a whole lot. I think what Matt Rule's thinking, and this is what I'm thinking also, I'm pretty sure he took him to the portal because he could develop him with Addison Williams, who has been doing a very good job in my mind with the secondary. And so I think actually Jason Shiggs should make a pretty good addition. Moving on though, Anthony Jones Jr. He's okay, so he's played at a different school in every year of his collegiate career. So Nebraska will be the 4th school he's been at. He's a senior. He's going to be an edge rusher. He's kind of like Williams Nwaneri, but he's a little bit lighter, actually, than Williams Nwaneri, oddly enough. Different coaching, because he's been at 3 different schools, but now at the 4th different school. I hope that he is impact, and I think he will be. But we'll have to wait and see. Once again, this is where you're hoping, you're trusting the development here. Because we didn't really get, any good linemen, or elite, Ty Robinson and Nash Hutmaker level, is what I'm talking about. These guys could be good, and they might be elite next season. They have several months interval. You're hoping. Anyway, Quasi Gilmer, this guy, we all know what he did to Nebraska 2 years ago, particularly. That's the game I'm thinking of when they came into Lincoln and beat us. And this guy had a 48 touchdown reception. He's a good receiver. He's stronger in my mind than Jacory Barney. He's speedy, just like him and Isaiah Hunter. But most importantly, I think he's a little better than those guys. But he's also just he has experience. He's just, I think he's just a very good addition to Nebraska. And I think I heard something funny Matt Rule took him to the end zone where he scored that touchdown. He said, let's do more of this, but wearing red, okay? And, Gilmore thought that was really funny. And I'm glad he came to Nebraska because, UCLA was on a down year last year, and they mostly kind of, when that new guy came in, they mostly had like a rush-style offense with that quarterback. And so that's just kind of, I think that's why he probably left. I don't know. But anyway, Will Hawthorne from Iowa State, he's a young guy. So I can't really give my preference on him. He's young. Hopefully he'll get better. We'll see what happens. I'm sure Addison Williams is a good coach. I'm sure he will be solid. Moving on, Dwayne McDougall. So once again, this is Addison Williams' area where he'll coach him, but he's from San Diego State. Follow Rob Orge. I think he will be a good addition. And you got Dexter Foster from Oregon State. I think this guy also, I think he could be pretty solid. All depends though on the way development and coaching works. Because coaching's so important. Like, you could be a 5-star recruit out of high school, but if you have a bad coach, like that could just screw you up. Anyway, then you got Owen Chambliss. He probably is one of the best defensive transfers we've gotten. He turned down Alabama, Texas. He wanted to follow his coach, Nebraska, and Nebraska is definitely going to be happy that he followed his coach, Rob Orge, and I hope he doesn't transfer after this year, obviously. But anyway, then you got Paul Mabenga. He's a lighter O-lineman, I'm pretty sure. Younger guy, probably hoping to develop him, and that's good. Developing linemen is honestly probably the best way to make your lines good. And that's what Iowa does. That's what a lot of good teams do. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see. Then you got Anthony Calandria. Anthony Calandria, as I said in the spring practice, I believe, in my spring practice reaction video, he's definitely a confident, speedy guy. But he's a little short, and that's going to be a problem in the Big Ten, because if he can't see over his own lines, or obviously the defensive line of the other team, he might block his passes, or he might throw interceptions, etc. But he can run. That's the nice thing. That is perhaps the counterbalance to the fact that he's a little short. I mean, he's listed at 6 foot. He's probably a little shorter. He's probably about my height, actually. And then you got Brendan Black. This guy is going to be a solid transfer from Iowa State. I think this is all part of Jeep Wade's doing. I definitely think he will be a solid addition, and that leads us straight to Tree Babalade. And this guy from Georgia Gamecocks, I think this guy's going to be an absolute monster. He's going to be amazing. I think 6'5", 330 pounds. That's a big guy. That's a big offensive line. And don't forget, you still have Elijah Pritchett. You still got who else? You got Justin Evans still. So you still got some. And Justin Evans was a good O-lineman. I'll give him credit. Our inner O-line with Justin Evans, then you had Latufsky, then you had Rocco Spindler. Those 3 guards were good. Our edges are awful. With all due respect, I mean, I'm not saying I would be any better than them. I mean, that's a hard level to play at. But I'm just saying where most of the sacks came from were from the edges just being very bad. But I think they should be better if you can, develop them. But then you got the last one is Victor Evans III. He's a younger guy from FIU. I mean, we'll see what happens. Addison Williams, I'm sure, will work his magic with this guy. We'll have to wait and see, though. I hope he can, do well and be developed. But anyway, so that's the incoming transfers. Then we had 17 outgoing transfers, and I'm just going to go through these quickly because, we already know. I'm assuming Husker Nation knows most about these guys. Keona Davis, that was a bummer to lose him. I mean, he wasn't, the biggest guy, but I did like him. He had some pretty good moments, but oh well. Then you had Brian Tapu, didn't know anything about him. He's kind of a no-name. He probably transferred because he wanted to start, that's the wrong mindset if you want to be a good football player. Just my opinion, but that's just kind of what happens nowadays with the transfer portal. Heath Williams, he probably left because of Mike Eckler leaving. That's a real bummer. We could have used him. Then you had Houston Aina Torres. Once again, he's a 4th-string O-lineman or something like that. Transferred because he wanted to start Michigan. They probably offered him a lot of money. Then you had Bryce Turner and also Ramir Stewart. They transferred to who knows where. Once again, just more 3rd-string guys that just didn't see the field. They wanted to transfer. Jalen George, he transferred. Once again, it's the same thing. D-lineman, I don't think he really saw the field a whole lot. I mean, he probably did a little bit. I think I do remember him getting some snaps, but he wasn't too whoopee. Nothing against him, but he just didn't do a whole lot. Then Jason Macy Jazak, I think is how you say his name. He's an inner lineman. I think he also, once again, he's another guy that just didn't see the field. That's kind of the pattern. You lose a lot of those 4th-string guys. That's just what happens. I mean, they don't want to stay and watch. They want to play, and I understand that. But that's just how it is with the transfer portal and NIL, like I just said. Roger Gradney, exact same thing. Tristan Albano, though, he yeah, I think it's the same thing because he was not getting any minutes because Cunanan was first string, then he had John Hull after him, and then Albano. I mean, also because he had that injury, so that's probably why he was third string. So he transferred to SDSU to follow Alex Bullock and Isaiah Garcia Castaneda, two wide receivers that Nebraska had that I frankly just don't miss. I mean, I'm sorry, but they weren't very good. Now here's the one I do miss though, Marcus Davila. I mean, of course he didn't really play a whole lot, but he would have been solid, I think, had we kept him. But oh well. I mean, what's done is done. Same thing. He probably wanted to start. He went to what is that school again? I always forget. If I can get it to hover, why is it not working? It doesn't matter. Anyway, Maverick Noonan. Yeah, he went to the Fresno State. Same thing. He's the edge. He didn't start. Fourth string guy wants to get minutes. And that's probably the same thing with Preston Okafor. But right here, he also went to Fresno State. But right here, Malcolm Hartzog, he's a guy I very do much so miss. I actually sorely miss this guy because he was with Nebraska his entire career. We redshirted him last year because he had that like abductor injury. And he just repays us by going to Arizona. Like, what the world, bro? But that happens. And then Raiola, yes, he went to Oregon. And I can see why some people probably miss him. I have mixed feelings because he did have some good plays, but like he also was expensive. And like he wanted things his way, and like you can't have a player that dictates how the coach wants to how he like you don't want a player that dictates the team. Like if you get what I'm saying, like he should not be overruling Matt Rule. Like that's just not how it should work. And yeah, Jamar and Parker. I mean, he never saw the field. No big deal. Same thing with Caden Vermoss. Yeah, he went to Rice. So yeah, no big deal. Willis McGahee the fourth. So these are the withdrawn transfers that were going to transfer that they came back. So Willis McGahee the fourth. That's good because he actually is a solid edge rusher, but he was injured also. But yeah, I liked him. Dylan Parrott, he never really saw the field. He's a little heavier. I think it's kind of more soft than muscle, unfortunately. But yeah, he's staying with Nebraska. And then also Waylon Prude. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of him, but yeah, he might be able to be good now that he gave Nebraska a second chance. I don't know. All depends on the coaching and how much work these guys put in and how much they want to be good, which I'm sure they obviously want to be. Otherwise, they wouldn't be playing football in Nebraska. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think is going to be the most impactful transfer that Nebraska has gone? Gilmer? Chambliss? G. Bobolade? You guys let me know. Or Brendan Black. That's another guy. But anyway. Or who do you think was the most, impactful outgoing transfer? Hartzog? Raiola? Who do you guys think? But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.